But boom. And another thing with that, like when it comes down to social media, like a lot of people they don't want to see you succeed. Especially like people you're following, like have been following just since like middle school, high school. Like think about it, you're getting, let's say you're in your 20s. You're in your 20s. You've been following these people for some like 5+ years. Like they don't want, like they want you in the same place they are, and that's just how it is. Like they really, there's some people that like, oh yeah, they'll repost your shit just cuz, but like when it really comes down to it, nobody wants to see you doing better than them.
Yeah, a lot of that comes from, even like that's why they tell a lot of artists sometimes it's good to move out of your city, because like
That's where you
if you've
die.
ever been somewhere where people didn't know you, that's where you really get the most love. Where people know you, that's where you get kind of the sad comments and people not really investing into what you trying to do until they see other people fucking with it.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of that toxicity can be seen on social media, especially when you're still like just mainly following people from where you're from. You're keeping up with all the local drama and all the small town drama that nobody outside the city or town gives a fuck with about. Like all that stuff is just literally distractions, and most of it is a waste of time.
A big waste of time at that. For the simple fact, one, they don't care about you. They might care to watch you just to see what you're doing, just to be nosy. That's really all it is. It's just being nosy and shit. Just
A
see,
lot of
oh,
people
what he's
like
doing.
they'll see that potential in you, but they don't really want it to happen. But they still following you just in case. So
Yeah,
they can
just
be
in
like,
case.
"Oh yeah, I was a day one. I've been down. I've been following you. I've been known." But like a lot of people is like, no one gonna be really there when you grinding, building. But when you're celebrating, everybody gonna want to come, and it can be, you will get a lot of good energy, but that's where the envy and jealousy comes. So you gotta protect your space at the same time, and like shit, like it's going. A lot of people, they might see you as mean. They might say, "Oh, you're Hollywood now. You ain't answering the same DMs you used to answer." That, but they don't understand you're growing. Like you should be changing. The people you're following should change. You want your timeline to be catered to what you got going on and information that's gonna actually help you, not just bunch of random bullshit, random gossip and stuff like that. It's not gonna be beneficial to you. And then it's like you're not gonna even give a fuck if once you become successful. You're gonna be way in Cabo, and you're not gonna be worried about what little Kiki doing and
Who's her third baby daddy?
well,
Like,
like she got her third baby daddy and her two baby daddies beefing, and they about to meet up in the town square and fight. Like you're not gonna be worried about none of that shit.
like, oh, you shouldn't. You won't. You just won't, because you know it's more important stuff out there.
And it's like, watch The Social Dilemma. Like it's a good like show. It's a good movie, a good documentary on Netflix that shows like how these companies, these big tech companies, are using social media to keep you on, to get you on there and keep you on there, and how they're making money off that. And once you got a little bit of that insight, you can start to use social media for the same thing. Like use it as a tool for your success. Like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all these things, they're all good, and it's negatives and positives to them. Like you look at the rise of social media, you'll see the rise of anxiety and suicides and all stuff like that in kids. Like you'll see the correlation between the rise of social media and bad mental health. So like once you know all these things, just use it in the right way to help benefit you, or just don't use it at all.
Definitely, like spread positivity. Like I feel like that's a big one. Like don't get me wrong, I love a good Twitter meme. I love like I don't love Twitter, but like Twitter be hilarious. It does be hilarious. But at the same time, you got to spread positivity. Like it helps, and your feed should be positive. Like if your feed's a whole bunch of negative stuff, or like a lot of say cheese digital like shit, like people that only post about like bad shit, like the downfall of black people, or only posting fighting videos, that's probably not something you should be like, unless you're an academics nigga and you need it, like making money off it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if keeping up with certain things benefits you like that, then okay. But if you're just finding out about the latest drama just to tell your friends because you want to send it to them before they seen it, so you can be like, oh yeah, I seen this first. I know who. G Herbo, new baby mama, baby dad. Like it's like all that shit. It's useless information. Like you gotta understand. Like it was so much easier, and the attention spans were so much bigger back in the day because they wasn't taking in useless information day after day after day. A lot of people, they wake up, go straight to social media on their phone, trying to update themselves on what happened when they were asleep. That is terrible. That shit takes away like 40% of your productivity for the day. Like once you wake up and just start looking at social media, your productivity is kind of fucked.
Definitely.
And then you got your mind on bullshit when you supposed to be focused on waking up, meditating, working out, shit, reading a few pages, brushing your teeth, oil pulling, whatever you do in the morning, whatever is your morning routine. You're supposed to be focused on that.
Definitely. And like most people aren't doing that stuff anyway. Everything they're not doing that stuff anyway. So when you really look at social media, you're done for. Like it's all right. I'm gonna keep it a band. I woke up this morning. I stayed up till 4 a.m. though. I know I'm more of a night owl. Boom. So I woke up around like 10. Woke up at 10. Checked my phone because I gotta check to see if this nigga texting me. Boom. I wake up and then I looked. I went on Instagram and then I was like, it's broad. I'm bored. Like I don't got shit. Like it was rainy outside. Like I felt like I ain't have shit to do. And then I realized nobody fucking cares. Like this shit is legit pointless. So one day I got up. I started working out. Like straight like that. I can't go outside. We inside today. You feel me?
It's
like
always like a alternative. It's always something else to do. You gotta think like our parents, they all grew up without social media. So they was doing stuff and getting more things done throughout the day. That's why it's like, parents, like, I ain't gonna say don't allow your kids technology, but you need to limit it. You need to limit that screen time. My niece, I think she get like an hour or two on the iPad, like a day's screen time, which that may be a little too much in itself, but it's better than like. And then my sister, she a teacher. She going for a master's. I mean, she's actually going for a doctorate. So she's like good. She's like real good with the teaching stuff. So like my niece, she's 4 years old, but you should think she's like 7, 8 as far as like how smart she is. But like that's a rarity today as far as like I see little kids my niece age and they hitting their parent asking like, give me my phone. Like you're 4 years old. Why are you asking for your phone?
Hell yeah.
Like that's dangerous. Like these kids in the next 10 years, y'all think they dangerous now? These little niggas running around with Dracos and switches and all this stuff, they're gonna be even more dangerous because they're gonna be highly sensitive and highly emotional because they're growing up with this social media.
Definitely. I'm not even gonna lie. I be scared of the young niggas nowadays. I promise you, I be scared of the young. Bro, because don't get me wrong, we did bad shit as kids, but I ain't never was walking around with no gun at like 10 or 11.
They don't need like the city. You think the city kids is bad. And the little niggas in the county, they walking around 50 round drums, Dracos, all type. They got switches on their clocks. They got 3D printers. They printing them joints out, printing poles out, all type of stuff. Like, and these little niggas, they 13, 14, 15. They looking up to these rap niggas. They also, and like, even when I was around that age, I got like most of my high school clout from playing sports, looking pretty good, and just being kind of known and shit. That's how I got most of my high school clout. But if you wasn't doing any of those three, a lot of dudes, they like, oh, let me try to be a street dude because I can get some clout like that and finally get some bitches. Like that's literally like a lot of dudes, they just trying to find somewhere to fit in, and that's the easiest lane to fit in is that quote unquote street nigga, because all you gotta do is be stupid.
Definitely, like stupid as fuck. And that be the thing, like there's so, I mean, I guess they don't know no better, but there's so much better out there. Like if you listening to this, stop it. Just stop. Because I promise you, it's not worth it. It's never been worth it. And like kids just gonna keep getting worse and worse. Like when I see young niggas, I don't be fucking with them. Like I don't lie. If I see some with a shicey, nah, because I don't be trusting them.
Like yeah, I mean the ski mask, it is intimidating to a point. And like I mean with me, like I'm not scared of none of these little niggas really. Like, but I know what they're capable of. Like literally You don't have to be no big tough dude to just point the gun at somebody and close your eyes and pull that bitch. You really don't have to be a tough dude to do that. So it's like it can happen for anybody, but I think it benefits a little bit to have guys out there that's not scared to like, yo, what's up with y'all? What y'all doing? Y'all saying y'all play ball, y'all do this, y'all do that. You ask them about stuff like that, and then of course you already know they don't do no shit like that, but asking them about stuff like that just planting seeds in their mind, like, damn, this nigga wanted to know if I play ball. I mean, I used to back in rec, but I stopped because I want to hang outside and play with guns. Like, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe he'll have more to say to me next time if I'm actually doing something. Well, it's just like those little moments that I feel like if you, as long as you come with the right energy and you're not trying to be too preachy, that's one thing you can't, like, the way we give it up on here, we can't really give it up to a little nigga walking around the streets, because a person clicking on this video right now, they saw the title and they interested in it. You can't tell no little nigga who just listened to 20 NBA YoungBoy songs, oh yeah, you know, you need to be reading and meditating. That's what I said. Like, he's not gonna be fucking with him.